Hi everyone, Evie here at Turquesa Dot, and I am back to share my day 10. Day 10 of my Create with what I have in my studio. And today's share is an art journal entry. So I let me show you first what I worked with. I selected this stamp set from my stamp collection. Love that. Love that. Haven't used it enough. And what I created with that in my art journal that I already um, painted the pages in acrylic was this. So what I'll do is, instead of moving you back and forth trying to explain what I have, I'll attempt to edit a video where I can film it on my video camera and show you up close all the details, so you get to see kind of all the little things that I added to the page. And I hope you like this format. Let me know if what you think, okay? Because I'm trying different things with my videos now that I am with a new setup, and yeah, I'm getting ready to find some other way of arranging my room because it's feeling cramped of the way it's arranged right now. So I might be doing that these days too. Anyways, I'll be right back with a close-up of the art journal to share with you, okay? Okay, so let's get a little bit closer into the pages so you get to see all of the different details. And I don't even know where to start, but I created my background with acrylics and then started adding gesso, different stencils from the Crafters Workshop, and actually let me use a little brush so I don't have my hand. So there's stencils in some of the areas. There's pieces of one of those beautiful vintage looking bags that people send in racks, and I had a few, so I decided to use one of them to keep it in my art journal. I've used the sheet of paper that was left over from the Christmas card that I made. I used the leftover sheet to draw on these two and then the little birdie over here. And I stamped some of the images onto that same paper too. And yeah, you're gonna see different stamps all over. Let me see if I can bring you closer. To those, for example, these I stamped the propeller from the stamp set on top of a little flower that I had created. What I did for that was that I had cutouts or punch outs on a sheet of paper, and what I did was I placed that on top of my art journal and I started painting it as if it was a stencil. And once that was dry, I stamped on top of that with StazOn, and then I added my little doodle so it looks kind of like a lacy flower with a propeller inside. And then I used my Pitt pen to do the little dots around it. So, and then this one is also just drawn straight onto the sheet of paper. There's, let me see, there's a stamp down here from one of the stamps that I have. I just started pulling things out of my different binders. And then this here is one of the Michaels stamps that Rosana had shared with me. I love that little stamp, and I had not used it yet, so I decided to stamp it onto the sheet of music and use that there. There's another piece of bag. Then up here, let me see if I can move you without making, whoops, see? Up here, I love, this is like my favorite part of the whole set. This hot air balloon with the wings. I love all of that with the flowers on top. So there's gesso on the background and black acrylic, and then that little hot air balloon flying off. And then right here you can see another one of the flowers, and I stamped that clock with the wings onto it and added my little doodling. This is part of the stamp, and then I doodled with a copper metallic. This back here is
another one of those Hero Art stamps. I just stamped it onto the background with acrylic white paint and then cleaned it really fast. I just put acrylic paint right on top of the stamp. Then there's another little sheet of music there. And I can't move this without, there you go. There's another, that one is a stamp from Tim Holtz set. And then I stamped one of the images from this stamp set onto it, and I added the little clock hands. There's some more of that stencil, not stencil, the stamping. And then up here, do you see the lady that I drew? I used the same clock with the wings. I just glued it behind it. I had stamped it on the same sheet of music paper, cut it separately, and then I added it onto her back. And I still need, there's tulle here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's tulle here. And I still need to add a couple of little tiny gears here. But I forgot to add them last night. And now that I was looking at it, as I was getting ready to share it with you, I remembered. So I have to add those little tiny gears to that center. And here's my drawing of the head with all the thoughts going through. Like there's like a vine of, or doodle of thoughts. And then there's gears drawn onto it. There's like that clock key or the winding key. There's little leaves going out of those little vines. And yeah, it goes down to her neck, and then as you go back, there's another flower, the flower that I first showed, this lace. There's another one of the stamps from that set. It's onto that flower, and then I just did all the doodling for the lace effect in between. And then you can see all my little tiny journaling all around. Just different thoughts that went through my mind as I was creating this and doing this. And then I wanted to share this because that's another part that I love about this set, is this little like corner of gears. I love that. And this is just another little bird that I doodled on. Not my favorite part, but it's onto the page. And I kind of like how it all looks together, mixed in. So that's my entry. That's what I created in my art journal yesterday, in between all the 1,000 interruptions from the kids. But I got to do, at least I got to do an entry and got to play, and all the doodling part and all the little journaling part and everything I did after everyone had gone to bed. So my actual like relaxation part and in tune with my thoughts mode enters like after 10 o'clock, when everyone's in bed and sleep and they don't need me anymore. So that's when I do my own most intensive creative moments. So anyways, thanks so much for your visits. I hope you liked what I shared with you today, and let me know what you think. Let me know what other types of things you would like to see from my channel. I would love to know that. And thank you for joining me and keeping me company while I do this. Besitos. Bye.